Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a new Will I Buy It. I post my Will I Buy It series every single Wednesday where I'm chatting over new makeup releases, talking a little bit about them, and also trying to decide if I'm going to pick them up or pass over them. As always, I have a lot to chat about this week, so why don't we go ahead and get started. Alright, I did want to say I'm filming this on Monday like I normally do for my Will I Buy It videos. I got back late last night from Generation Beauty in New York City. I was there from Friday to Sunday, and if you notice I'm kind of tired or I feel like my voice is like not the best today either, that is why, because I'm just returning home from that. That was a super fun trip, a super stressful trip. It wasn't easy getting to New York, it turned out, but it was so much fun, a ton of great memories. I'm planning to do some sort of video on my Generation Beauty experience, so I'm probably gonna do like a poll over in my community tab. If it's up now, I'll have it like linked in the cards, but I'm probably gonna do a poll over there to see what type of video you guys would want to see, like a haul slash my experience, or like a haul try on slash me talking about my experience with the event, something like that. So you can go over and vote and let me know what you want to see about that one. But I did want to just get back into the swing of things and everything, so I'm filming today like normal, but I thought I'd throw it out there for you. But first up, I just have some makeup news to chat about, and it's all about lashes, which has me pretty excited. So I actually noticed this on the Ulta Beauty website. I'm always browsing like the new arrivals at Ulta Beauty just to see what's going on. And it was, I think it was one day last week, I saw that Blinking Beaute, Lilly Lashes, and also House of Lashes are now being sold at Ulta Beauty. And I was like, whoa, okay then. Blinking Beaute is currently sold at Sephora. I've purchased 2 pairs of lashes, Coquette and Bombesque, from Blinking Beaute, and they are, I believe, $25 per lash, and that is super pricey. So I've purchased those 2 like during the VIB sales, but I didn't make any repurchases of them because that's just really, I don't like to spend over $20 on my lashes, because even though I love lashes, I wear them all the time, I reuse lashes like crazy. That's still just like really pricey, I don't know, to pay for lashes. But there's that one, and then House of Lashes is now being sold there. I have a few different lashes that I've tried from House of Lashes, and I really like a lot of them. I know a ton of people love the Iconic lashes and the Iconic Light lashes. I have not tried those yet, but I'm probably gonna be picking me up a pair from Ulta Beauty, I'm not gonna lie. I love the Allure Light lashes. Those are some of my favorite styles, so I'm excited to see them being sold at Ulta Beauty now. And then the other company was Lilly Lashes. I actually have not tried Lilly Lashes as well, but I hear a ton of great things about them, like Miami and Mykonos, I think are 2 of like the most talked about styles that I've seen from Lilly Lashes. But again, they are very expensive. I think when I was looking at them, I think they're like $30, like between $20 and $30 for the lashes, and I surely have never spent $30 on a pair of lashes. That's very pricey too. But thought I'd let you know that there are some new lashes available at Ulta Beauty. It had me pretty excited. Have you guys tried any of these 3 brands? What do you think about them? What are some of your favorite style of lashes? And are you excited to see them coming into Ulta Beauty? I would love to know your thoughts. Okay, and then hopping over to it, I'm just gonna pull up Instagram here and head over to Trend Mid One. As always, I will always have her linked in my description box because I do read off of her page, use her photos, things like that. She is super nice. She actually messaged me the other week and just said like, thank you. And I was like, oh, thank you. I thought that was super cool. Okay, so starting it off, there is a new eyeshadow palette coming out from Caridy, an indie brand. So this is Picante. It has 21 shades of yellow, gold, oranges, and berries. It says it's going to be available November 1st, I'm sorry. I don't see a price on this one yet, but this looks like a really beautiful fall palette. I really enjoyed the Rose All Day palette from Caridy. I just mentioned it in my last Makeup Monthly in my favorite section. I thought it was such a good eyeshadow palette, and I just continually was reaching for that one. So I'm actually pretty excited for this one. It's a little bit bigger than I'm kind of preferring for my palettes lately. I'm not gonna lie, 21 shades. My sweet spot is like 9 to 12 right now. That's what I'm really feeling for eyeshadow palettes. So it's definitely a bigger palette, and I feel like, you know, looking at it, I'm like, maybe not all of these shades need to be in here, but I do think it's an interesting variety, especially because you have these like yellows and the golds and, you know, the reds and the oranges, and then on that last row you have a couple of those berry tones, which I'm like, oh, okay, I see what we're doing here. So this one definitely turned my attention. I don't know for sure if I'd actually pick it up because, like I've been saying, I'm kind of on eyeshadow palette overload, and still I just went out and bought the $55 Katie and Desi Friendcation palette from Dose of Colors. I had 10 times points at Ulta though, so you know, makes me not feel as bad. But that's definitely a beautiful palette, and it has me pretty interested. Wait, and I also did find the price. It's going to be $19.99, so that's a really great price. Caridy is typically more affordable with their prices, so that's a really good price for a 21 pan eyeshadow palette. And like I said, the Rose All Day I thought was a really good one, so that is one that I will definitely be keeping my eye on. Alrighty, so next up, I'm gonna do this like I've been doing, kind of regular releases, and then finish off with holiday releases. I was trying to see if this was holiday, but I don't see anything about holiday on here. But Pat McGrath is coming out with new palettes, and I once again got a lot of tags on this one. I think probably because they're more of the mini palettes. These are 6-pan palettes, and that's just what I'm into right now. So let's see, there are 3 new palettes. These are $55 each, and they come with matching lipsticks. So we have Subliminal Dark Star, which is in the blue packaging, Sublime Bronze Temptation in the red packaging, and Subversive Metamorphosis. You guys, I've been traveling. This is not my fault. And that's in the pink packaging. It's going to be available on October 18th. Alrighty, so $55 is definitely expensive for an eyeshadow palette, but definitely a 6-pan palette. Then, I mean, I know that Pat McGrath is more expensive. She's got the $125 eyeshadow palettes out there. I get it. So 55 is like, you know, maybe not that bad for Pat McGrath. And so I was kind of giving these a once over. I really do like the packaging on all of them. It looks interesting and unique. I don't know. I feel like I probably would not buy these, just being honest, just with the price tag, just with holidays coming up, just with I just took a trip that unexpectedly cost me a lot more money than I was expecting it to, because American Airlines canceled my flight. I had to take a train into the city. They told me it was going to be $7. It was $200. New York turned out to be unexpectedly much more expensive than I was ready for. So I'm like, ooh, should I buy a $55 eyeshadow palette, or should I work off that train ticket? You know what I'm saying? But they do look really pretty. The blue one, the red one looks pretty cool. That one looks more holiday, the Sublime Bronze Temptation, and it's got a really pretty green in it, and then some of those bronzes on like a cranberry color. I think that one's probably my favorite. I would say I think the pink one is probably like my least favorite with all of the different shimmers. The other ones have the mixture of mattes and shimmers. Out of all of them, the red one is definitely my favorite. If I was going to pick one up, I think that would be the one that I would go to. But again, I think I'm probably just, I'm going to stay firm and say no to that one. But are you so excited? I got a lot of tags on these, so I think a lot of people are pretty excited. Are you going to pick these up from Pat McGrath? I would love to know. Alrighty, so we got a lot of holiday. I'm scrolling through here like holiday. Okay, I think this next one is a regular release, and this is from Violet Voss. So we kind of knew that Violet Voss was going to be coming out with smaller eyeshadow palettes. The majority, if not all, of their eyeshadow palettes to date have been pretty large eyeshadow palettes, and typically in like the $45 range, I want to say off the top of my head. But we started getting some sneak peeks that they were coming out with smaller palettes, which I was like, yay, because I'm all about the smaller palettes right now. So I thought that was pretty sweet. And so they've all been revealed now. So they're coming out, it says, with a collection of 4 new small and sweet eyeshadow palettes, hashtag sweet treasures. So there's Berry Burst, Creme Brulee, Fruit Sorbet, and La Macaron. Hopefully I said that right. It will be available October 25th online. And let's see, that post, it doesn't have a price on the individual ones, and I don't see an updated one. So I'm not for sure the price on these. Like I said, the larger palettes are $45. So I don't know if these would be maybe somewhere like the $20-ish range. Close to 30. I'm not 100%. I'm definitely really excited that they're coming out with smaller palettes. If you've been someone who you've wanted to try the Violet Voss formula, but you didn't want to buy a big, huge palette and, you know, spend, you know, the higher price tag, this could be definitely something to consider. Fruit Sorbet is kind of the more colorful palette. I think I would say no to that one just because it's not totally like the color scheme that I'm typically reaching for. I'm very tired. I'm filming a little bit later, so like, of course, when that happens, I just go with something like my norm, my usual. Berry Burst looks really pretty, but kind of like, it's not like speaking to me. Like, it didn't catch my attention right away. You know what I mean? And then the La Macaron, that one looks pretty, but it looks to be all shimmers again, just going off the color, or like the photo here. yeah, there's a larger photo of it. That one's all shimmers. I typically stay away from all shimmer palettes. So then we come to Creme Brulee, and that one is kind of like your very neutral warm tone palette, and I have a lot of those. Berry Burst definitely gives me like the modern Renaissance vibes, and then Creme Brulee just gives me that like neutral warm tone palette. So I don't know, with my collection and kind of like my larger eyeshadow palette collection, do I really need any of these in my collection? Probably not, but I mean, it's makeup, and sometimes you just want things versus need it. But again, I can't say that there's really anything in here that I feel like I also really want. I felt like my head was being turned because I'm excited to see something different in these smaller palettes, which I feel like are more on trend for Violet Voss. And my head wasn't turned because I actually wanted the eyeshadow palettes. Hopefully that makes sense. But you have to let us know if you're really excited for them, which one you would be planning to pick up. But for me, I think I'm going to go ahead and pass over them. So we've known that Becca Cosmetics was going to be teaming up with model Chrissy Teigen again for another collection. It's going to be their round 3 collaboration, and this is the Cravings collection, which cracks me up. It says there are new formulas featuring 2 kits, new scented shades to create a full face, eye, and lip look. There's the kitchen kit, which is $44. It includes the Glow Souffle eyeshadow and face highlighter duo in Cinnamon Churro. It's a 2-in-1 duo. It has a bronze shimmer eyeshadow and a creamy highlighter. It's infused with the scent of Chrissy's favorite treat, which is cinnamon buns. That's all right. I feel like we're taking scented makeup to another level here. You also get a glow powder and cinnamon sugar. It's a loose powder highlighter, and it's scented like cinnamon sugar. Oh my goodness. And then you also get a lip souffle in Red Velvet. So it's a mousse matte liquid lipstick infused with a vanilla flavor. There's also the Lip Icing Glow Gloss Kit, which is $29. It has 4 new glosses. And there's Creme Brulee, Cinnamon Bun, Sugar Plum, and also Candy Cane. It's going to be available October 20th on the website and then also at Sephora. I really haven't gone for a lot from the Becca and Chrissy Teigen collection. Just none of it has really turned me enough to say that I really need it. So for the kitchen kit, the $44, I just don't feel like I need this set, and nothing really just got me super pumped. The loose highlighter I don't really wear a lot. The face and highlighter duo, it just didn't really get me very excited. And then the Glow Gloss Kit for $29. I do like the Becca glosses, and I do think that they're really nice. I like the idea of like the mini glosses too. I think that's pretty good, but not enough to like really get hyped for them, you know? So I just feel like nothing turned my attention enough to really want to run out and buy anything. So I'm probably gonna once again pass over the full collection, but I'd love to know, are you just like a huge Chrissy Teigen fan? You have to have all of these collaborations that she's been doing with Becca, or which out of the 2 different kits here are calling your attention? But for me, I think it's gonna be a no-go. So I'm going to move over to the holiday releases. So last week I talked about the holiday eyeshadow palette from Lorac Cosmetics, but they are coming out with a full collection, and I have some details on the rest of the collection now. So there is also going to be a cheek palette, and I got a lot of tags about the cheek palette because I've made comments in past videos that I don't really love the Lorac eyeshadow formula. It's not my absolute favorite, but I really, really like their face products, and especially their face palettes. So they're coming out with the Shine Bright Color Source and Light Source cheek palette, which is $29. They're also going to have some of their alter ego lipsticks. There's a set for $25. There's also a lip gloss set. I'm personally not super stoked about the lip gloss or the lipstick set. Neither one of those formulas like really rock my boat, so not super interested in those. But the cheek palette, the face palette, I'm fairly confident I'm going to be able to talk myself out of this one, because I feel like I've been doing some hauls recently. I have my Ulta haul that I just shared the other day. That included a new highlighter in there that I've really been liking. But this one, it's gonna be one of those it's gonna go on my wish list. Okay, let's just put it that way. It's gonna go on my wish list. Like, I'm gonna flag it on the Ulta website because it does look really pretty, and I don't feel like $29 is a terrible price for the 6 shades that you get inside, and I'm just really feeling this one. I will say though that it's kind of confusing because looking at 2 different photos of it, it looks like 2 different palettes, and I'm kind of confused as to like what's all going on in there. So I don't know, it might be helpful to get some swatches and such before I would make that decision, because I feel like I'm just like not quite sure. There's one photo where they look a little bit darker, and it looks like to be a really pink blush in there, and then there's one palette or one picture where everything kind of looks a little bit more peachier. So I'm like, I don't really know what I'm getting here, but that one definitely has caught my attention just because I really like the Rock face palettes. I think that they're really nice. So there is that one from Lorac. You'll have to let us know your thoughts on the full collection and what you're planning on getting. I sure got a lot of tags on the Dose of Colors holiday palette release. Oh yes, I'm a big fan of Dose of Colors. I really like their eyeshadow palettes and I really like their liquid lipsticks. I think that they are fabulous. So their holiday palette is called Snow Angels. It's going to be available on October 17th. This is a 5-pan palette. It's really standard to their other 5-pan palettes. It has the double-ended brush in there, which those brushes are actually really nice, and it does have a mirror. So I'm assuming that it's going to be $32. That's what the other ones are, but I don't see that for sure. So actually this one, I didn't really do a double take. I feel like that might surprise some people, but I don't know. I like the packaging on these. I like kind of like that light purple that we have going on. I like the packaging on the 5-pan palettes. I think it's really nice. I travel with a lot of these. Like I said, I like the brushes. I like that you get a mirror, but I feel like this is one of those palettes that I feel like I just wouldn't reach for this one a ton. We kind of have some of these kind of brighter and bolder colors, like the last two in there, the 0 Degrees and the Thin Ice. I don't see myself reaching for those two a ton, and this is only a 5-pan palette. With the 5-pan palettes, I really want to make sure I want all of those shades. I want to use all of those shades. A lot of times I like reaching, I'm just gonna grab them because they're right here. I like reaching into the 5-pan palettes from Dose of Colors because I can create full looks with these. I don't have to think about it. I know exactly what I'm doing. When I reach into the mauve one, which this is my most used one for sure, I'm creating a full eye look. I'm using all 5 shades and I know exactly what it is that I'm doing. So that's why I really like these palettes. So that's the Sassy Sienna. So we have more of the oranges, we have some browns in there. Again, I will use every single color out of there and I will use them all together. And of course the big browns. Super simple for me to look at this, know exactly what I'm doing, and to create that eye look. I just don't feel that way with their holiday palette, which is okay. It's not, I'm not mad, my wall's not mad, my office with all of my makeup in it is not mad. Nobody's mad right now. So that's good. That's good. Okay. So yeah, I'm probably not going to be grabbing that one, but you'll have to let us know if you got really excited for that one. I'm almost kind of sad that I wasn't more excited, but at the same time, it's like, it's okay. It's okay. You're probably buying enough makeup. It's going to be fine. Okay, so next up we are going to talk about, oh, they also have, before we move away from Dose of Colors, they also have a mini lip gloss set in Glossy Wonderland. It has 4 different mini shades in there. It's also going to be available October 17th on the website. Again, I don't have a price on this one. I'm probably going to pass over it. Dose of Colors actually do not have my favorite lip glosses. Like I said, I love the liquid lipsticks, but their lip glosses, I'm kind of like, take it or leave it. So I don't think that I would pick those up for myself, but that's another holiday release from Dose of Colors. Now I also have some here from Wet n Wild. So they have their new Holiday Mega Glow Highlighting Palette for $14.99. And then they also have a mini liquid catsuit lip set. You get 2 mini mattes and 2 mini metallics for $9.99. Now, this is probably unpopular, but I didn't love the Wet n Wild highlighters. I bought them because people were raving about them and I ended up decluttering them. They're just not my favorite. I know that they're super affordable, and you know, the palette being the $15 for the 4 different shades, it's very affordable, but it's just not my favorite. So I wouldn't purchase it. The palette looks really pretty. The, you know, the kind of the indentation and such on the actual highlights looks really beautiful. But I probably wouldn't wear the really white highlight, and I probably wouldn't wear that kind of like deeper bronze highlight just for my particular skin tone. I'd really only go for the other 2 in there. And is it worth buying a 4-pan palette if I'm only going to use 2 shades? Probably not. And then also the liquid catsuit lip set is, again, I don't like these. When I did the unpopular opinions makeup tag, I mentioned that I don't like the liquid catsuits, and I know that's super unpopular and so many people love them. I actually had someone tell me she had to unsubscribe from my channel because that's her favorite lipstick and she just couldn't get along with me anymore. And I was like, okay, so see you later. I wasn't sure. I didn't have a comeback for that one, so no. I also don't love metallic lips, and since 2 of them are metallic lips, I definitely would pass over those, but you'll have to let us know if you're going to pick up either of those. And then they also have a brush set that's coming out. This is their 10-piece Pro brush set. It's $30 and then you just have a variety of different brushes in there. I mean, the handles definitely look fun on these. It's just a product that I don't feel like I'd need. This could be a good gift if you're interested in gifting some brushes to someone who's super into makeup, trying to build their brush collection, needs brushes, things like that. That could be a good idea there, but for me, I just personally don't feel like I would need the brush set. So I'm gonna pass over those from Wet n Wild. Now, Elcie Cosmetics is coming out with some highlighters. I feel like they've been coming out with a lot of new releases recently. I personally haven't tried anything from Elcie Cosmetics myself, but I feel like one of these days I want to be doing it because they're coming out with some really cool things. So they are coming out with the Eclipse highlighters for holiday 2018. So they have 2 different shades. I don't see a price on these, and it says they're going to be available October 16th. The packaging on these are so beautiful. Like the actual highlighters look absolutely stunning. I'm definitely more drawn to the pink one, but I don't know. I'm probably going to check out the price on these, and maybe if some reviews pop up, I would check them out too, but these look really pretty. I feel like I'm going to be flagging these. I love highlighters. I love trying different highlighters, and I don't know. It definitely wouldn't surprise me if the first items that I tried from like any brand would be a highlighter or a lipstick. Like, it just makes sense to me. So I don't know. I'm thinking about those. I think that they look really pretty. Let me see. I think that that is everything. Boom, that is gonna be it for today's Will I Buy It video. Okay, so you have to let me know what you thought of all the products that I chatted about in this week's Will I Buy It video. Which ones are you super interested in? Which ones are you definitely planning to pass over? I would love to know. But as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.